Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the book I'm creating called EndQuest. So, you're probably just sitting there watching this video wondering, what is EndQuest? And I'm here to tell you. So, it's a very confusing story basically, but it starts off with two brothers, one evil, one bad, that sort of stuff. Very original, yes. From there on, one of them grows powers, and so he goes off to do his own evil thing while the other brother hasn't learned how to use his powers yet. Unfortunate, really, because he could have stopped him way early on, but that's not possible because this is a book, and books don't go that smoothly ever. So, next thing that happens is he eventually sets off trying to find ways to stop his brother, which is named Owen, or as he likes to be called, Rogue Shadow. But Gabriel, the other brother, decided to go off and find anything that can try and help stop Rogue Shadow whenever he eventually returns. And whilst he's out and about recording his things in a journal, he finds some people and he makes friends with them. And from there on, he has a bunch of adventures with them, and their friendship grows stronger and stronger. Eventually, Owen returns, Rogue Shadow, whatever you'd like to call him. I'm just going to call him Owen because it's easier for me personally. But Owen returns, and some of Gabriel's friends, one of them's a Godzilla life form, so, that's pretty powerful. One of his friends who's a gem called Cloud, and another one from a game you've probably all heard of called Undertale, and it's Undyne, so, yeah, that's fun, I guess. Anyways, they defeat Rogue Shadow and their friendship grows even better after that, but Gabriel eventually goes off to continue finding things to help stop his brother. And whilst he's out and about, he comes back and meets them again after a while, but turns out Cloud's gem has gone corrupted. So they try to stop him, and as soon as they uncorrupt Cloud, he's only partially uncorrupted. He remembers things, but he isn't himself. He goes off and he's no longer their friend anymore, he's an enemy. Then after that, everyone Undyne, the Godzilla life form, which name is Goji Godzilla, whatever, just give a little nickname. From there on, they just kind of stick together, trying to find anything that can help anyone. And in an alternate universe, now I've got to explain dimensions. So, the dimensions in this is very confusing, so the things I've just explained are in a dimension called Dimension Main A, and there's 3 other dimension mains consisting of Dimension Main B, C and D. And in Dimension Main C, things have happened, but somehow they managed to... Basically everything's the same in that other dimension, except some other things happen, some more people arrive and stuff. So they meet. So there's this being called Gabble, which can transform into anything. And from their dimension, they summon a alternate Gabriel, and this alternate universe Gabriel is evil, and they summon an alternate universe Owen, and this Owen is good. And the only reason they summoned Owen is so he could heal Gabriel, the original Gabriel, who was attacked by the original Rogue Shadow. Yes, I know, it's very confusing. After he's healed, they go out, but Gabriel just goes to rest after, he's just almost died, so, of course you want to rest. So he goes into the forest to rest, but the original Rogue Shadow comes back and teams up with the other Gabriel. The evil Gabriel, shall we call it? I don't really know. Alternate universe Gabriel, whatever. They team up and, they kind of just make Gabriel's arm disappear so he no longer has one. But Gabriel has learned how to use his powers sort of by them, and he can make some things out of light matter. So he uses all of his power to make a light matter arm. So it's basically an arm, but it's just light matter and it isn't really real in a way. And eventually the alternate universe Gabriel and original Owen get scared off. And from there on, they have some more adventures, which are just probably very generic, until we meet some new characters, Amy and Connie. You probably know Connie from Steven Universe, don't you? If not, then search up. But then Amy and Connie is it's an Amy universe, an AU created by someone who I'll link in the description, and they're featured in the story quite heavily because they're actually quite really good characters. But basically, Amy is literally Steven, but is an amethyst instead of a rose quartz. So she has all the same powers, except instead of a shield, it's a whip, as amethyst. And they make adventures go on, and they have a fusion called Amani, which is basically Stevani, but it just looks different and, is cooler in my opinion. And they go on many adventures, and eventually Gabriel goes to his dimension he made, which original Owen has been trying to take over, which isn't very good. So they go there to try and stop him, as you would probably do, because you'd want to save your planet and stuff. But they get there, and Rogue Shadow has this giant aircraft, and one of the biggest questions I still have, even though I made this story, is like, wait, how did Owen have time to make all of this? Anyway, he has a giant hovercraft, and they all and it turns out Gabriel also has spaceships, but I don't really know how to explain how he has spaceships. It's just kind of plot convenience. There'll probably be like a little story that goes along with it saying how, but for now let's just say plot convenience. So they use the ships to take down the ship, Rogue Shadow's main aircraft, and they still have one ship left because the other one got destroyed. So Amy and Connie go off in that one, and whilst Gabriel finishes off Owen, and I say finishes off in quotation marks because that's not how it goes in storybooks, is it? Or just anything in general, really. But he makes the hovercraft explode, and all of a sudden Gabriel is filled with a new power. He can fly around and can breathe in space because he just goes into space to see Amy and Connie in the spaceship. And they're actually really happy. Rogue Shadow hasn't bothered them for a while. Maybe he's died, maybe he's not. Probably not though, because this is a storybook. Probably said that a lot of times now, haven't I? Yeah. Anyway, they have some more adventures after that. These adventures are just kind of relationship building adventures and stuff. Just kind of little fun ones. They'll probably make like a little story, like a side storybook about them. But they have fun doing some mini adventures, and recently, the most recent part I've got up to in the story is Gabriel has to go back to his other planet, and it turns out Rogue Shadow's still alive! Yay! He's taken over one of the little camp defences that they had, and the camp defences are owned by someone called the End Questions, and yes, there'll be like a little separate video on them because they're going to be hard to explain. But anyway, the End Questions have their little outpost, and it's just destroyed, blown to smithereens, like quite literally blown to smithereens, thanks to you-know-who, Rogue Shadow. Yep, he's just doing what he wants, still alive and stuff. So Gabriel and Amy and Connie all go there to see how everyone is, and that's the most recent part I've got up to. There'll probably be a lot more to add on to this, so stay tuned if you want. Like and subscribe. Have fun. I don't really know why I said have fun. This is a YouTube video. Although, okay, yeah, I'm rambling on. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed part 1 of this massive story. I still have so many more things to explain, such as the theory of the multiverse in this universe, and then you have the Iron Questions, and then you have Rogue Shadow's army, and then you have some little small secrets and adventures. But anyway, that's the main stuff, really. Yeah, that's it, really. See you in the next one. Bye!